Hello everybody, in today's video we are going to be dyeing my hair. So it's about time that I redid it. I try not to dye my hair too much because I don't want it to get super dead, because I do bleach the front and then I put a color over it. So it's kind of like the money strips thing. This is just how I dye my hair. I am not a professional by any means or anything like that. I feel like the disclaimer is kind of needed. You can kind of take what you want from this video and use some of the advice I give you, and if you don't want to use it. Also, I've been dyeing my hair since I was like 9 or 10. And I used to dye all my sister's hair too. So this is how I've done it forever, and that's why I wanted to come on here and share it with you guys. I've never had a terrible experience where my hair be falling out or something after I'm done or nothing like that. So yeah, let's just get right into it, and I'm gonna show you guys what I do. I start by putting on a shirt that I don't really care about. I already have dyed my hair in this one, you can see by the stains and stuff. So first I have to bleach here. I'm going to use this to kind of separate the pieces of hair that are already blonde versus the ones that are black. So that way I can make sure that I'm dyeing the same hair that I've had and it's been working for me. I'm just gonna touch up the roots here, and I'm not gonna actually put bleach on the bottom half here because it's already kind of brittle. So I'm just gonna leave that how it is and hope it takes color. I'm gonna do this last and let it sit for less time so I can kind of see if I can get some of that bronze copper color out of it. I'll start usually by just picking the pieces of hair that I think are gonna be in my color here. So I'll start with this because that's pretty easy, and then I just keep picking out the blonde from there, and then if I get a black piece, that's where this little tool comes in, because I can pull the black piece apart from the blonde piece and really separate it. And as you can see, I kind of had a shape that I was going for here. So you can see kind of the rectangle, and of course it'll be more perfect once I get the blonde going. But at this point, I'll kind of just tie the other part of my hair, because then I can pull pieces in and out of it. Also, if I'm looking that way, it's because my mirror is over there. Okay, so that is probably the most hard part here, but you can see I have a pretty even line there. And all of my blonde hair is here and all of my brown hair is here. That's the goal, and then once you get one side like that, I go ahead and I just take a ponytail for right now, or a clip, whatever you have, and I just ponytail it up so it's kind of out of my way, and I can do the other side. This tool really comes in handy, I promise. You can get little hairs in between. I'll try to show you guys on camera, I just don't have a mirror over there. I have both parts. I'm now going to transfer this hair tie to the rest of my hair. I look crazy. It's okay. So now I'm going to show you guys how I bleach. I use the Prism Lights Salon Care Professional Bleach. The reason I get the violet one is because it tends to lighten those gold and yellow tones that you can kind of see. 1 scoop of powder to 2 scoops of developer, so a 1:2 ratio. We've got 1 ounce here, so I'm going to do 2 ounces of developer. I use this to measure out my developer because I'm trying to be extra careful. Has the different ounces listed, so I can go ahead and fill up the developer in this a little extra because it'll stay on the walls of this, and then I'll pour it into my bowl from there. I use the 20 developer because I already have pretty blonde hair and I'm not trying to lift it too much, but I need that lift for the up here part. I don't want to go too strong, but I also don't want to use like a 10 developer or anything like that. I'm trying to be nice to my hair here. So there's about 2 ounces and a little bit extra in there. Take my bowl, and I have a couple bowls. I use them all for specific things. This tends to be my bleach bowl. I'm gonna start out with 1 pack, even though I have 2. I always get extra because the last thing you want is to be halfway through dyeing your hair and you run out of hair dye or bleach or something that you need, and usually those places close at like 5, so that never works out good for me. I got somewhere to be the next day or something. I mix my bleach with the developer. I probably should have put on gloves before I even opened the bleach, but I'm gonna put on some gloves. Gotta make sure you wear gloves. Oh my gosh, the gloves always make my hair so staticky. The plan is to dye the front hair purple, and I like dyeing the front purple because it kind of tones out the blonde underneath. So once the purple does fade, I'm left with this really pretty grayish, super platinum blonde look. Mix until there's no more clumps. I don't know if you guys can see. I have a few rules when I'm bleaching my hair when it's already bleached. Of course, if you've never bleached your hair before, I would recommend going in here and then finishing at the top, because bleach tends to develop stronger closer to the root. So I've had instances where I've had to learn in the past that if you put the bleach up here first and then you wait to put it down here, you're going to be super platinum blonde and then you're going to be golden bronze mess on the rest of your hair. I am not going to bleach from here down. It's just not going to happen. My hair is kind of a little brittle down there and I need to keep it healthy. So here down is not going to be getting bleached today. So I'm going to start out in the middle where I'm pretty bronzed, and then I'm going to take the bleach up almost to my scalp, but not touching my scalp because I don't want it to burn my scalp. And I've learned in the past that it's just not a good situation when you try to get bleach like right all up in there. I take the first layer down here and I'm just layering it on. I'm not gonna lie, I use a lot of bleach. I'm not trying to have any patchy mess. Go in with my glove, get some bleach on it like that. As you can see, that middle part of my hair is pretty saturated, and I kind of just clip that up. And I'm gonna do the other middle side now, so that my hair is kind of on the same page when it comes to the order of how I'm doing things, and develop in the same way as well. Now that both sides seem to be pretty saturated with bleach here, now I'm gonna go in my roots. One place that I will go right in my scalp though is when I get my baby hairs. I kind of brush those up as so. Oh yes, I'm looking a little bit crazy. All of the bleach is in and we're lightening. So I let this sit in my hair for about 20 minutes. I would say check it every 5 minutes and make sure that your hair is doing good, because the last thing you want is for all your hair to fall out. If it gets stringy and you can pull it apart, that's how you kind of know that it is not going well for you. And then after my hair is dry, that's when I go in with the purple and black hair. This is it dry now. I actually had to go to work because I ran out of time. So I happened to get it even enough that I was able to just throw it up into a little bun, and it didn't look bad. I just went to work and I was like, okay, I'll finish it when I get home. But yeah, as you can see, because I followed my bleach rules that I kind of said earlier about starting here and then doing the top, I was able to get it really, really even. We are going to get right into the fun part, which is the color. You have to separate the blonde from the black again, so I'll be back once I have that all separated. We're ready to do the purple. I always do the purple first because I want the color to sit longer than the black does. It just needs longer in general. I use this for my color because usually I'm doing two. Usually I'm doing a color and then black in the back for the money strips that I've been doing lately. So this is like a double. It has a thing in the middle that separates the two. I use the Ion Permanent Brights. This is in the color lavender. I also use jet black for the back of my hair. I just think it looks a little weird if you're going for color to have like brown in the back. That's just my personal preference. You don't even have to do the black if that isn't something you're interested in. These guys are a 1-to-1 ratio. Instead of the bleach where it was a 2-to-1 ratio, I am going to use 1 ounce of developer to 1 ounce of hair dye. And these are 2 ounces. I am using the Ion 20 developer again. Stir it up until there are no more clumps. It freaks you out at first because it's supposed to be purple, right? Some hair dye is purple. The one that I use, it doesn't tend to get its color until it oxidizes on your hair. With this, I don't have a specific order. I just go in and I make sure that all the blonde is fully saturated with the purple hair color. It's now starting to turn purple a little bit. Flip it. Gloves first because I'm got purple hair dye all over those ones. Here I already have mixed my 1-to-1 ratio for the jet black. Usually it takes 2 boxes, but I start with 1 and then if I need more, I need more. Now I'm not even gonna lie, with the black part, I just go ham. So I'll start by leaving it in the bun and I'm gonna do my roots close up to the purple hairline there. And then once I feel like my roots right here are all lined up and everything's gonna be good and they're not gonna go together or anything like that, then I go ahead and I take the ponytail out and I just massage black hair dye in. I know I might get judged, but this is just how I do it, again. So judge me if you want, but I don't think my hair is gonna fall out. I've done it a million times. My goal here is to not mix them. I feel like I have the outer layer really good now. I'm gonna go ahead and take the ponytail out and saturate the rest of my hair with it. Definitely got some on my forehead. I would recommend wiping that off like ASAP, otherwise it's gonna stain. Another little trick that I sometimes use, which is to put Vaseline around your hairline. I just didn't have Vaseline this time, so I was like, I guess I'll just scrub it until it comes off. Probably won't come off for 2 days. I guess that's just part of saving money at the hair salon, is that you are gonna have to possibly clean hair dye off of your skin. Black hair dye is super saturated. You can see the hair dye coming out of it. And we're gonna wash this out in 25 minutes. So I usually let it sit for about 30 to 35 minutes, but the time it took me to really put everything on, I would say 25 minutes is a really good bet. You really can't leave hair dye in too long like you can bleach, in my opinion. Bleach, if you leave it in too long, it's gonna kill your hair and your hair is gonna fall out. With hair dye, I don't know the exact science, but the hair dye goes into the hair follicle, and once it hits a certain point of saturation, it doesn't saturate anymore. So after about 30-45 minutes, if you leave your hair dye in for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours even, it's really not gonna make such a big difference. So yeah, I'll be back. I always make sure to use a deep conditioner when I color my hair after all of the trauma that I just put it through with the bleach and the color and all of that. And it is the Color Defense Intense Moisture Conditioner. So when I go into the shower to wash all of this out, I'm going to use only this. I'm not gonna use shampoo. I'm not gonna use anything else like that because I don't wanna wash out the color right away. I'm gonna wash it out really good and then I'm gonna just use this conditioning treatment. This is what it looks like wet. I just got out of the shower and I brushed my hair. I took you guys out of my bathroom because the lighting is horrendous in there. This is the finished product that I got left with. I have this really nice violet, purple, blue look going on. A lot of the time after I'm done getting my hair dyed, I will actually go and get my hair cut, just get all the split ends trimmed and get it relayered. That way it looks fresh. But yeah, this is the finished product. That will conclude today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and hit the bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.